Hello, welcome back. So today we are going to be focusing on proprioception, which is body awareness and balance focused. So we're going to start with toe taps. Always have your chair nearby if you need it, something to use to balance. And we're just going to tap our toes forward. Hopefully you can see my feet. So tapping forward. Remember, if you need to use a chair, absolutely do, or if you have something like this. And again, actually, I'm looking down, but you don't want to look down if you can help it. So you want to look straight ahead. See if you can really use your body-mind connection and focus on your balance. And again, if you want to challenge yourself, if this is easy, go a bit faster. Build up a bit of a rhythm, or always can take it slower. Make sure you're really sure on your foot and in your balance in that leg before you change over. So good. Now we're going to start a slow march with a hold. So again, have your chair if you need it, or your whatever you're going to hold on to, and we're just going to raise our leg and hold it. Raise our leg and hold it. I'm going to do this for about 2 minutes. So you might feel eventually, or maybe straight away, depending on the strength in your legs, that you can really feel the muscles working. I'll kind of show you from the side. And the hold is really beneficial for the balance as well, to really work that standing leg. And if you want to hold it for longer, you can. So you can hold it a bit longer. You can even sort of, if it feels still a bit easy, you can kind of challenge yourself, give yourself like a bit of a wiggle, because that helps the muscle work as well. Again, we want to be looking forward or kind of straight ahead. And we're just testing and challenging our balance in a really controlled way, because we can always grab on if we need to. About 45 more seconds. You can always put your arms out as well. Whatever feels good. And the sun's just come out. A blessed London day. So with these sorts of things, you can, all of these exercises, just challenge yourself as you see fit. And then if you need to take it easy, always take it easy as well. I can even feel in my legs, kind of near the hips, there's some, not strain, but maybe some muscle building or something. There's a bit of a challenge going on there, which is good. We like that. We don't want to be doing this for nothing, so you do always want to just challenge yourself a little bit, again, in a controlled environment. So we're going to move into heel to toe walks. So I'm just going to move that out of the way because working in a small space. But again, always have that nearby if you want to have something to balance on. But we are going to be heel toe walking. If you have space and you don't necessarily want to hold on to the chair, you can always put your arms out to the side. That's really good for balance, or to help with the balance. Probably don't spin around unless you feel comfortable doing so. I'm also wearing socks on a hardwood floor, which maybe isn't the smartest move, unless you have some of those grippy socks. But otherwise, I would actually recommend not wearing socks for these movements, just to make sure, that you have as much traction on the ground as possible. And then actually we'll do a bit more of a controlled spin around. So remember, arms out, And then when you spin around, you can actually just take it easy. So turn your feet. My hardwood floors are creaking a little bit. Here we go. Turn nice and controlled, and remember you can always hold on. So yeah, if you need to, just have your chair probably in the middle of where you're walking, and you can always keep one hand on the chair, just whatever you feel the most comfortable with. We have about 30 more seconds. Let's say one more each way. So we're almost done. This one's really working your balance. So in fact, you might find it really quite difficult. I know some people struggle with this sort of heel toe. It is actually a lot of work to be able to do it. But if you need to, you can actually take your feet a little bit further apart so it's not fully heel toe. You see, not fully heel toe, but a little bit to the side if you need it. Otherwise, heel toe with some support, and we build up to it where you feel the most confident, which is the goal. Now we're going to go into sit to stand. Again, building those leg muscles because those are so important. Chair's a little bit wonky on the mat, but that's all right. We make do. So arms out if you like. We're going to sit all the way down and then stand. All the way down, stand. We're going to do this for 2 minutes. All the way down, stand. If you can do it without holding on, obviously fantastic. If you do want to hold on to, you can kind of push off your legs. If you have armrests on your chair, you can push off. You could even use the chair to push off if that helps. Just make sure your balance is good. You don't want to push too hard. Just want to make sure you're balanced. And again, as always, hopefully you can see my feet really clearly. You want to have your feet about hip width apart because that really helps give you balance as well. You will find just make sure you can see my feet. Keep going there. You will find if you have your feet close together, it gets a bit more difficult to balance. And if you have them kind of at a weird angle and you're working the legs differently, really, which can happen. Everyone has, the more dominant side that they might kind of rely on a little bit more. But we really want to be building strength on both legs, or in both legs, in all of the muscles. 15 more seconds, I think. Although I'm sure you want to just keep doing this. Maybe we should do it for like 5 minutes one time, just all together. And remember, if you want to challenge yourself, if you want to struggle, if you want to challenge yourself, you can go faster. You can really push down through the heels, and you'll feel it a bit deeper in like the muscles, or like the whole way up through the calves and everything. I think that was a bit longer than I said, so that was the last one. And now, last exercise, we're going to do eyes closed, if I can speak. Eyes closed. This is one that you definitely should hold on for. So we're going to stand, feet hip width apart. Make sure you really have your balance, and we're just going to close our eyes. Again, if you feel like you're comfortable doing it with no hand support, go ahead. I feel like I'm breathing a bit heavier. But so go ahead if you feel comfortable doing it with no hand support, but obviously I would definitely have something nearby that you can just grab if necessary, because this one does actually build up a little bit. You'll notice as you're just standing here with your eyes closed, and I have my hands down at my sides. You can put them on your hips if that feels more comfortable, or you can even put them out to the side, so like in a T shape, if that feels a bit more steady. But you'll feel it kind of builds up, so you will have a bit of sway or a few little sways in your body, and that's okay. It's just working the muscles. You could even, if you want to challenge yourself, do a really gentle sway from side to side. So remember, we always want to be challenging ourselves. There's just no point going through the motions. So whether you're going for a walk, sometimes you want to push yourself a little bit further, whether you can feel the muscles, if you're doing Pilates, if you're doing weights, which we'll get into eventually, because everyone should be lifting weights and building muscle. It's so important as we get older. Obviously, this is really important, these sort of beginning steps. Oops, I opened my eyes. These sort of beginning stages of building that proprioception, that body awareness. So if you were to have a fall, you have the ability to catch yourself. So these exercises are really important too, but also building muscle using weights, so that you have the strength to maybe not fall. You know, you could use you can use your leg muscles to not fall. You can use your arms to catch you if you do fall, so that you don't hopefully break a bone. Muscle just helps so much. I feel like I've gone into a bit of a zone. I think we'll do 10 more seconds, and then that will be the end. Just counting in my head. 4, 3, 2, 1. I think I lost count there for a minute, but thanks so much for joining me. Thank you for joining, and I will see you next time for more fun videos.